Welcome back to ABC General Hospital's Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the devastating truth that has shaken Michael Corinthos to his core and forever changed the dynamics of one of Port Charles's most complicated family situations. The revelation that Amelia is not his biological daughter has sent shockwaves through the Corinthos family and left fans reeling from the dramatic implications of Willow's long-held secret. The discovery came unexpectedly, as these life-altering revelations often do in Port Charles. Michael Corinthos, a man who has always prided himself on his integrity and his commitment to family, stumbled upon information that would shatter the foundation of what he thought he knew about his marriage to Willow. The realization that Amelia, the little girl he had raised as his own for 3 years, did not share his DNA was a gut-wrenching blow that no one saw coming. For Michael, who has been through so much in his life, from being shot and left in a coma to navigating the dangerous waters of his family's business dealings, this personal betrayal cut deeper than any physical wound ever could. The confrontation between Michael and Willow was inevitable once the truth came to light. Willow, who has always been portrayed as gentle and compassionate, found herself backed into a corner where she could no longer maintain the lies she had been living. When Michael demanded answers, Willow did something that took tremendous courage. She admitted that she had deceived him. She confirmed that during their marriage she had lied about Amelia's paternity. This admission alone was enough to destroy whatever remained of their already fractured relationship. But what made the situation even more complex was Willow's steadfast refusal to reveal the identity of Amelia's biological father. The question that now haunts everyone connected to this storyline is simple yet profound. Why would Willow keep this secret for so long? And more importantly, why is she protecting the identity of Amelia's real father? The implications of her silence are staggering. In the world of General Hospital, where secrets rarely stay buried and the truth always finds a way to surface, Willow's determination to keep this information hidden suggests that the revelation of Amelia's biological father would cause even more damage than the lie itself. Perhaps the father is someone Michael knows, someone who would make the betrayal even more painful. Perhaps it's someone whose involvement would put Amelia at risk. Or perhaps Willow is protecting someone she still cares about, adding another layer of complexity to an already tangled web of emotions. Michael's journey through this crisis has been fascinating to watch unfold. A year has passed since his divorce from Willow, and in that time, he has had to process not only the end of his marriage, but also the circumstances that led to its demise. Now, with the added knowledge that Amelia is not biologically his, Michael faces a choice that will define his character and his future. The path he has chosen speaks volumes about the man he has become. Despite the pain of betrayal, despite the anger and confusion that must be swirling inside him, Michael has made a decision that prioritizes Amelia's well-being above his own hurt feelings. He has declared that he will continue to view Amelia as his daughter, that he will not let the revelation of her paternity change the relationship they have built over 3 years. This decision is particularly poignant when we consider Amelia's age. At 3 years old, she is at a crucial stage in her development. She knows Michael as her father, and in her young mind, he is the man who has been there for her since birth. Michael understands that abandoning her now, or treating her differently because of DNA, would be cruel and damaging. It would punish an innocent child for the mistakes of adults. By choosing to remain her father in every meaningful sense of the word, Michael is demonstrating a level of maturity and selflessness that sets him apart from many other characters in Port Charles. The implications of this storyline extend far beyond just Michael, Willow, and Amelia. The Corinthos family, known for their fierce loyalty and their complicated dynamics, must now navigate this new reality. Sonny Corinthos, Michael's father, has always been protective of his family and has strong opinions about loyalty and betrayal. How will he react to learning that his granddaughter is not actually blood-related? Will he support Michael's decision to continue being Amelia's father, or will he see this as another example of Willow's unsuitability as a partner for his son, Carly, Michael's mother, who has had her own complicated relationship with Willow over the years, will likely have strong feelings about this revelation as well. The mystery of Amelia's biological father looms over every aspect of this storyline. In Port Charles, where everyone is connected to everyone else in increasingly convoluted ways, the possibilities are endless, and each one more dramatic than the last. Could it be someone from Willow's past before she came to Port Charles? Could it be someone Michael trusted, making the betrayal even more personal? The secrecy surrounding this information suggests that when the truth finally comes out, And it will come out because this is General Hospital, the fallout will be explosive. Willow's motivations for keeping the secret are equally mysterious and important to understanding the storyline. She has admitted to lying, which shows a level of honesty even in her dishonesty. But her refusal to name the father indicates that she believes revealing this information would cause more harm than good. Perhaps she's protecting Michael from an even worse truth. Perhaps she's protecting the biological father from consequences. Perhaps she is protecting Amelia from a father who would be unsuitable or dangerous. Or perhaps the identity of Amelia's father would reveal other secrets, other lies that Willow is not ready to face. The timing of this revelation, coming a full year after Michael and Willow's divorce, raises interesting questions about what led to the end of their marriage in the first place. Did Willow's secret play a role in the breakdown of their relationship? Did Michael sense that something was wrong, even if he didn't know exactly what it was? Or were there other issues that drove them apart, making this revelation just one more painful chapter in an already difficult story? The fact that they have been divorced for a year suggests that their marriage was troubled long before Michael discovered the truth about Amelia's paternity. Michael's decision to continue being Amelia's father regardless of biology touches on one of the most fundamental questions about what makes a family. Is family defined by DNA, or is it defined by love, commitment, and the daily acts of care and nurturing that build a relationship? Michael's choice firmly places him in the camp that believes family is more than just genetics. He has been Amelia's father for 3 years. He has been there for her first steps, her first words, her sleepless nights, and joyful mornings. He has built a bond with her that transcends biology, and he is not willing to throw that away just because he has learned that someone else contributed half of her genetic material. This storyline also raises questions about Willow's character that are uncomfortable but necessary to explore. She was married to Michael when she conceived Amelia, which means she was having an affair. This is a significant departure from the pure and innocent image that Willow has often projected. It shows that she is capable of deception, that she is capable of making choices that hurt the people she claims to love. However, it also shows her vulnerability and complexity as a character. People make mistakes, especially when they are struggling with their own pain and confusion. Understanding why Willow made the choices she did, what led her to have an affair, and then lie about it, is crucial to seeing her as a fully realized character, rather than just a villain in Michael's story. The impact of this revelation on Michael and Willow's co-parenting relationship cannot be overstated. They were already navigating the challenges of divorced parents trying to raise a child together, but now they must do so with this massive secret between them. Michael knows that Amelia is not his biological daughter, but Amelia does not know this. As far as she is concerned, Michael is simply her daddy. This creates a situation where Michael and Willow must continue to interact regularly for Amelia's sake, all while dealing with the enormous tension and unresolved issues between them. The question of when or if Amelia should be told the truth about her paternity is another layer of complexity in this storyline. At 3 years old, she is far too young to understand such adult concepts. But as she grows older, will there come a time when she deserves to know the truth? Will Michael and Willow sit down with her one day and explain that while Michael is her daddy in every way that matters, there is another man out there who contributed to her biological makeup, and if they do choose to tell her, how will they explain Willow's decision to keep the father's identity a secret? These are difficult questions with no easy answers. Michael's evolution as a character has been remarkable to witness throughout this storyline. He has gone from being a young man defined largely by his family name and his father's legacy to being someone who makes his own choices based on his own values. His decision regarding Amelia shows that he has developed a strong moral compass that guides him even when he has been hurt and betrayed. He could have chosen to walk away from Amelia to declare that since she is not his biological daughter, she is no longer his responsibility. Many people would have understood and even supported such a decision. But Michael chose a different path, one that requires more of him emotionally, but that ultimately serves the best interests of the child involved. The financial and legal implications of this situation are also worth considering. Even though Michael and Willow are divorced, there are likely custody arrangements and child support agreements in place. Does the revelation that Amelia is not Michael's biological daughter change any of these legal arrangements? In some jurisdictions, a man who has acted as a child's father can be held responsible for that child's support even if he is not the biological father. especially if he has established a parental relationship. Michael seems willing to continue supporting Amelia regardless of the legal requirements. But the question of the biological father's financial responsibility remains unresolved. The emotional toll this situation is taking on all parties involved is immense. Michael must grapple with feelings of betrayal, anger, confusion, and hurt, all while trying to maintain a stable and loving presence in Amelia's life. Willow must live with the consequences of her deception, knowing that she has damaged her relationship with Michael perhaps beyond repair, while also carrying the burden of a secret she refuses to share. And Amelia, innocent and unaware of the adult drama surrounding her, continues to love and trust the adults in her life, not knowing that the foundation of her family has been shaken. The broader themes this storyline explores are universal and relatable even to viewers who have never been in this exact situation. Questions about truth and lies about forgiveness and boundaries, about what we owe to the people we have hurt, and to the innocent parties caught in the crossfire. These are themes that resonate with anyone who has experienced complicated family dynamics. General Hospital has always excelled at taking dramatic, sometimes far-fetched storylines and grounding them in real human emotions, and this storyline is no exception. Looking forward, there are so many directions this storyline could take. Will the identity of Amelia's biological father eventually be revealed, and if so, how will that revelation impact everyone involved? Will Willow ever explain why she has been so adamant about keeping the secret? Will Michael's commitment to being Amelia's father be tested as she grows older and new complications arise? Will the biological father eventually come forward and demand a role in Amelia's life? Will Michael and Willow ever be able to rebuild any kind of trust between them, even if just as co-parents? These questions keep viewers engaged and invested in the outcome. Michael's relationship with his own family is also being tested through this situation. The Corinthos family has always been complicated, with loyalties tested and betrayals forgiven or avenged, depending on the circumstances. How Michael's family responds to his decision to continue being Amelia's father will reveal much about their values and their understanding of what family truly means. Will they support his choice unconditionally? Or will there be those who question whether he is making the right decision? Will they welcome Amelia as one of their own regardless of her paternity? Or will there be a subtle shift in how they treat her? The ripple effects of this revelation extend throughout Port Charles. Friends and family members who thought they understood Michael and Willow's relationship must now reassess what they thought they knew. People who were present at Amelia's birth, who celebrated her arrival and watched her grow, must now process the fact that her parentage is not what they believed it to be. Gossip in Port Charles spreads quickly, and once word gets out about this situation, everyone will have an opinion about what Michael should do and what Willow's motivations might be. One of the most poignant aspects of this storyline is watching Michael choose love over biology. In a world where DNA tests and biological connections are often given tremendous weight, Michael is making a statement that the relationship he has built with Amelia over 3 years matters more than a genetic link. He has changed her diapers, soothed her when she was sick, read her bedtime stories, and been there for every milestone. Those experiences have made him her father in the truest sense, and he is not willing to let a paternity test erase 3 years of love and care. Willow's silence about the identity of Amelia's biological father continues to be one of the most intriguing aspects of this storyline. Her refusal to reveal this information, even when it might help Michael understand her choices better, suggests that she is operating under a complex set of motivations. Perhaps she made a promise to keep the father's identity secret. Perhaps revealing his identity would put him or someone else in danger. Perhaps she's ashamed of who the father is and cannot bring herself to admit the full truth. Whatever her reasons, her silence is both frustrating and fascinating, keeping viewers guessing and theorizing about what could possibly be so important that she would rather lose Michael's trust completely than reveal the name. The psychological impact on Michael of learning he has been raising another man's child cannot be underestimated. This is the kind of betrayal that can fundamentally change a person's ability to trust others. Michael must now question everything he thought he knew about his marriage to Willow. Were there other lies, other betrayals? When he looks back at their time together, can he distinguish between the real moments and the performance? These questions would haunt anyone in his position, and the fact that he is choosing to move forward rather than being paralyzed by doubt shows remarkable strength of character. As this storyline continues to unfold, viewers are reminded of why General Hospital has remained compelling for decades. It takes situations that could happen in real life, affairs, paternity questions, divorce, co-parenting challenges, and presents them through a dramatic lens that allows us to explore the full range of human emotion. Michael's journey through this crisis is a testament to the power of choice, the importance of putting children first, and the complex nature of what makes someone a parent. His decision to remain Amelia's father regardless of the circumstances of her conception is both heartbreaking and hopeful, showing that even in the midst of devastating betrayal, it is possible to choose love and commitment over anger and rejection.